Hey guys, I'm Manoj Velu back with yet another episode of my podcast, The 4 a.m. Talks. It's super cool evening. It's Friday night it is, and I'm back with another episode. So, before I get into this episode, I really wanted to thank you because there are millions of contents out there in social media and you have chose me and my sister's poems as well. So, I'm really grateful for you and I'm really happy for what I've done, and I'll make sure that I'll do my best to get the best of values to convey you so that you can take back and reflect and grow in your life. So let's get right into this topic. Today's topic is really a key aspect of how you take it, meaning if you're going to do anything in life, the people surrounded by you will have an opinion. So basically, today's topic is about opinion. Whatever you do, right from the start of your childhood till the day you die, or even after that, people are gonna have opinions. It's a serious thing. Imagine, the opinion starts from your the day you're born on this earth. I would really tell you this is the most important topic that I wanted to address. I will tell you why. Before I tell that, I'm going to tell you this particular incident, and this will convey you how much opinion has affected everybody. So I'll give you this example. So here in Asia especially, if the kid is born, and let it be a girl baby or a boy baby, it's not gonna matter. Imagine if that kid is Indian black. The first thing that they're gonna say is it's black, and they're gonna be disappointed. It happens even today, and that is really unfortunate that it is happening even now. What's the problem? The color doesn't matter. Why is that there is color differences? The beauty is always in the heart, and that is what Abdul Kalam had told and addressed India and the world. He says, the beauty is in the heart, which means that it doesn't matter whether you're British or you're, brown. You might be an Indian brown, Asia, whatever the country that you are in, it doesn't matter. The beauty is always in the heart. So, why am I telling you this? This leads to an opinionated thinking of people. It starts right from your family. Just imagine that. So, there is always going to be opinions. And then, when you go to a particular school and you start studying, they're going to have opinions on you. They're going to say, you got to go big, or they're going to say, you are not going to do that well. So there is an opinion. Always there's going to be an opinion. And when you get out to college, they're going to say, oh, okay, he had done well in school, but let's see what he does in college. I don't think, it was just a luck or something, but let's see what he does in college. And then you go out and, give your best shot at your degree, and people are going to say, the same thing. The most important thing comes down to when you have a dream and when you're going after that, people from different places are going to come and they're going to talk about it. Remember, when you are trying to give your best shot at your dream, and based on your work people are giving their opinion that actually is a different point of view. I want to make this very clear before I get into it. So let me explain you with an with a story. So John Carpenter is working as a chef. He is a guy who does really well, especially the spicy items. Biryani is his favorite. So he works in a restaurant. He asks people about their opinion on how the biryani tastes. One sort of few set of people say that it's so spicy and it's so beautiful and it feels like heaven, and the other set of people say to him that since it's so spicy I cannot enjoy that much. These opinions actually matter because the end product, the end result is consumed by people who is consuming your dish. So this opinion matters. So at the end of the day, John Carpenter goes to his room and tries to reflect. He writes down all the opinions and he sees the percentage of how many people actually liked his dish and how many people didn't like his dish. What are the negative comments that he got, that is the area of improvement as he looks about, and he sees that he understands that biryani itself is a cuisine where it has to be spicy. He understands what the dish is all about. The dish, it has to be spicy. And most of the people have given him positive reviews, which means that he is in a good track. I mean, the reviews which he had got positively, it's extraordinary. So which means he's right on track, that he is actually satisfying or making sure that he's giving the best experience to the people who are coming to their restaurant to consume his dish. But he will make sure that he takes up that and writes what is the negative point that I have got today, what is that people didn't like, and see, he's trying to constantly improve. Okay, so they say that it's too spicy, but biryani itself has to be spicy, so it's okay, fine, let me figure out that. And then he also sees the next point which says it is not being presented well, so that is a concern. So he looks up to that. Okay, then he asks himself, how do I present it better? So he's constantly learning. This opinion is different, but the opinions of other people who really don't know who you are, how hard you're working, what is your dream, and how difficult times that you are in, and you're still thinking about your dream and working towards it, and people just randomly come and comment on your dream, it's not worth it, and that opinion doesn't matter. So you need to understand, it doesn't mean that whoever says that you're not good at the end of the day, that you're gonna ignore that. No, it depends on who said and at what point he said and what is the context that he's trying to say. You need to understand that. So imagine if you are a football player, or if you're a basketball player, if your coach says you're not good at this, and that is his opinion on you based on certain match that you had played on some particular specific moment. So that opinion, that point, whatever he's trying to he made is actually going to make you become a better player, because his motive is to make sure that you grow, you understand the game better, you would play a better game than you had done the previous game. So his motive is to make you to become a better player at the end of the day. So that opinion matters. You need to understand the opinions of all the people that is surrounded by you, and you should not be affected by the opinions that really doesn't matter. So whenever people are making an opinion on you, try to segregate them. Is this helpful, is this not helpful? So segregate into two columns. If it's not helpful, just ignore it. If it's really helpful, look into that. See in what context they're trying to tell you. It's important. They are helping you in a way. So you need to understand that. For that, you need to understand the basic thing of what it actually opinion is all about, whether this matters for me or not. That's all you're gonna ask yourself. Remember, the biggest percentage of the opinion will come when you are trying to achieve something, because most of the people don't like people surrounded by them to achieve something big. It's a problem. And you shouldn't be surrounding with those people. If they're going to talk about it, you just got to ignore it. As I said before, that that doesn't matter. If you take that into your mind, and if what will happen, you yourself will believe that you're not good enough to achieve whatever the dream that you wanted to achieve. So it's a bigger problem. It's you have to think in a bigger picture, and you need to understand yourself better. That is all it takes. You need to understand yourself better. You need to understand what your positives and weaknesses are, and you have to address the weaknesses and make sure that you're well rounded. And once you get to that dream, you make sure that you address that very quickly, and you get to that exponential growth that you always wanted to have. And at the end, you will be happy, and that sense of peace, a state of peace, will occur to you. It will stay within you, and that is the greatest feeling that one can have. Think about it. So I've told you about John Carpenter's story with an example. I'm going to ask you certain questions. So, what were your experiences with opinions? What were the things that you felt that it was not important, but it turned out to be important and you understood it later? And vice versa. Think about it. These are the questions that very few ask themselves in life. But people who do are going to achieve greater satisfaction, happiness, and peace. Why? Because they are asking very specific questions about themselves, trying to figure out what is the thing that they have done or misunderstood at that point of time, and they try to rectify that and be back on that game of achieving their dream. These are the questions that you need to ask. So and then ask yourself, what are the opinions on your with the people whom you're surrounded. If it's encouraging, if they're encouraging your dream, if they are trying to help you in all positive way, all possible way, try to stick around with them. It's very simple. You can't always surround with people who are having the negative vibe of saying you can't do it. You need to concentrate on that. For that, you need to understand whether a particular opinion matters to me or not. That's all you need to ask yourself. So, ask these questions to to yourself and see how it goes, and try to reflect back on this episode. You may need to watch this again, this episode, and see how important opinion of people is, and try to make the best decision possible. So we have come to this end of this episode. Before I end this episode, I just wanted to take a moment to actually ask you to, comment on the video on how we are doing. Is the content really making you think and reflect back? What are the things that we can do better? All the things are being put up in the description box. You can go out and check out. You can also email us, and the email ID is already given in the description box. You can go out and you can write an email to us. And if you really wanted to comment, you can just go to the video and you can you can give out your thoughts in the comment section as well. We'll be happy to connect with you and see how we are doing. Alright guys, have a wonderful day and a fantastic weekend. I know it's Friday night, but please do understand that the topics that I have addressed this week is super important, and you go out and check each and every video that I have posted this week. That is 2 episodes, and my sister's poems is going to come out this Sunday as well. You can check that as well, and you can leave a comment there as well. So have a wonderful day everyone. Take care. Bye.